I'm quite fascinated by typography from other times. I love the old letterpress posters because they use so many different typefaces. Typography is just so easy for us now. It's so easy to set and kern a paragraph, whereas when you look at the older methods of printing, you understand the amount of detail and attention that has to be paid into things because you can't afford to make a mistake so easily. So I love this C here.
Irish Republic was an O and it was cut to make it a C.
Yeah. My name's Annie Atkins and I'm a graphic designer for film. I make graphic props and graphic set pieces. So it's the graphic design that you actually see in the film that the actors have to interact with. Anytime you see a character in a film pick up a newspaper, somebody has to make that newspaper. Most of what I make generally stays in the blurry background, if it's seen at all. I never feel frustrated that my work isn't seen. I only ever feel happy and excited if it is seen, because 95% of my work will never be seen, and that's my job.
Who drew this?
We're making them so that we can help the actors and director transport themselves into another world. For me, Grand Budapest was a once-in-a-lifetime graphic design experience. Just the thought of going off to Germany with Wes and his crew was incredibly exciting. The graphics got a lot of screen time in the film. They were really a part of the storytelling and the way that Wes Anderson shoots a movie. He has such a graphic sensibility, and he was putting props at the front of the movie rather than everything being in the blurry background, which is quite huge for the graphic design department. I have a little rule that if it was made by hand at the time, then I make it by hand now, and if it was made by a machine at the time, then I can make it with a machine now. Otherwise, you won't get those natural, organic shapes in the lettering. And I find that if you use a font for that kind of thing, you'll constantly be battling against that font, trying to stop it looking digital. So sometimes it's best just to pick up a pencil and start by hand if you're trying to create something that was made by hand. The most modern film I've worked on would have been a Cold War drama that Spielberg made. Bridge of Spies is actually a true story, so it's about real people in a very real time. So everything we were creating for it, we were really trying to make as realistic as possible. I got these special stamps made for CIA and FBI cards, and the printer who was making them for me called me up and he said, "I don't think we're actually authorized to make these for you, so you have to prove that everything's for a movie." But yeah, I do feel like a master forger sometimes, yeah. I never feel like I have job security in film. Like, you just go from one project to the next, and if you have a break between projects, you just have to learn how to relax and enjoy it, and try not to worry about what's going to come up next. I like the thought of being able to move between film projects and my own projects, and also work more from my own studio rather than travelling for work. I feel like I've had my excitement now of living in hotels and travelling off around the world. I suppose one of the exciting things about this work is that it does feel like a secret world. By studying and researching pieces of graphic design from the past, I'm actually more inspired in my contemporary work. I spend a lot of time collecting pieces from the past that I can refer back to when I need to. Oh, it's full of stickers. But sometimes historical accuracy in graphic design doesn't necessarily work for the camera. We're not writing the Wikipedia page about period graphic design, you know, we're just trying to take the audience through the story. The idiosyncrasies of the design and the world around us is what we're often trying to recreate. rather than make something that's perfect.